So we got some straight up feds out here at this event. I'm asking them, trying to get them to take their masks off. They won't. They say it's because where they work. Their stories have contradicted each other over and over and over again. They don't even believe in what they're doing right now. These aren't real Nazis. Yeah, you might have a few real Nazis employed by the FBI here, but that's literally what's going on. We've seen this in Canada. We've seen this all around the country. We saw this on January 6th. This is a common reoccurrence. These people show up, give bad optics. I mean, they're at a damn high school event right now.
That self-described journalist Taylor Hansen was outside of the TPUSA event, and he was blowing the lid off of those fake Nazis and fake white supremacists behind him, because apparently they're feds trying to make all these conservatives look bad. The only problem with this entire premise, which had there was no interviews on his video. There was no actually talking to these folks. He said there was folds in their flag, which means they just bought them and unfurled them just now. That's his level of proof. The only problem is he kind of proved against his case, because he went inside and he talked to this lady who kind of sounds like a Nazi. Let's watch.
Republicans really need to recognize the people they represent. Okay, they're voters, not the lobbyist owners, not the corporate PACs, not those people. That's not who the Republican Party should represent. We need to be the party of nationalism, and I'm a Christian, and I say it proudly. We should be Christian nationalists.
We should be Christian nationalists. Is that how Christianity and religion works? We should impose this belief system on an entire country. We should be Christian nationalists. Christian nationalists. Okay, fine. She only said it that one time. Maybe she was caught up in the moment. She only spoke at this a Nazi event before with Fuentes earlier this year. It's just a coincidence, or she says this over and over and over again. Watch more.
A Christian? How many Christians do we have here? Call myself a Christian nationalist, and that's not a bad word. That's actually a good thing, right? I'm a Christian. I have no problem saying I'm a Christian nationalist, and I think that's an identity that we need to embrace. You see, nationalism is a good thing. It's where all Americans should be. We should be wanting America first. We should be wanting our tax dollars, our focus, our legislation, our bills, and our leadership focused on our nation. We should be proud of nationalism, and we should be proud of an America first nationalism. And then lastly, we should be most proud of Christianity. So if Christian nationalism is something to be scared of, they're lying to you.
If an elected official has to work this hard to put a veil over what Christian nationalism really is, in order to come up with this fake definition of it, in order for it to make it palatable for her followers to go, yeah, I'm a Christian nationalist too. If you have to go through this much work, she works harder for making Christian nationalists, for putting some lipstick on this entire movement of Christian nationalism, more than she does with anything else as far as working for bills or doing any kind of legislation that would help her constituents. It means that's the main focus of her entire existence in Congress. Until we pay attention, she's just gonna keep doing it. Now, in case folks are wondering about this Christian nationalist thing, and maybe it's not that big of a deal because she's trying to paint it as such, here's some details. She's talked about she's an avowed Christian nationalist, as you heard. This descriptor are for those who believe that the United States is divinely favored by God and want the country's laws to be based on Christianity. She spent the past few weeks trying to encourage other people to adopt the overtly anti-democratic moniker as well. On multiple occasions at the right-wing Turning Point USA conference over the weekend, Greene called on conservatives to embrace Christian nationalism, which, to be clear, is the precise view that motivated murderous white supremacist groups like the Ku Klux Klan. Weird, because we got a bunch of Klan members outside, we got Nazis outside, we got folks with SS flags outside, we got guys that are spouting racial epithets and things at folks outside, and they're arguing. But when you go inside and someone is saying the same thing, it's just Christian nationalists. It's not really the same thing. It's just Christian nationalists. I don't know why these Nazis keep showing up at our events. Donald Trump, the head of the Republican Party right now, he's also appealing to Christian nationalists too. Let's watch that. It's almost like it's a planned thing. Let's watch.
As long as we are confident and united, the tyrants we are fighting do not stand a chance. Because we are Americans, and Americans kneel to God and God alone.
As gets said a lot, maybe not every conservative is a Nazi, but definitely every Nazi is a conservative. I wonder why that is. And until this party decides to clean up its act, just stop denying it. Because literally on one end, maybe even in the same speech, you'll say, we're totally against racism. We want equality and diversity. And then next step go, I can't believe all these damn minorities keep trying to take over our country and eliminate us from existence. What's your thoughts, Dave?
Look, I think Marjorie Taylor Greene and other Republicans, yes, they are certainly nationalists, but I think most devout Christians would say these are not Christians, except in, they call themselves Christian. They're just using that as a vehicle because there's nothing about the Christian Bible, the Old Testament, the New Testament that Marjorie Taylor Greene adheres to. And oh, by the way, I believe the Christian Bible says he really shouldn't be involved in politics either. This is just Marjorie Taylor Greene knowing that she can accumulate political power and leverage and raise her standing by appealing to the right-wing, fanatical, evangelical base, the lunatics in her party, which happen to be some of the lunatic friends who actually don't read the Bible, but they also want a Christian nation. Well, you know what? That's not what Christianity is about. That's not what I understand Christianity to be about. That's not what most Christians think. I think most Christians actually can't stand Marjorie Taylor Greene and despise the fact that she is taking their religion and bastardizing it for her own political needs.
We did a story maybe last week about Christians, traditional actual Christians that are seeing their churches shift and change and go political and absolutely go violent in their rhetoric and in what they're telling folks. And the folks that have enough of an awareness are starting to leave these churches. I'm not sure if they're leaving their belief systems altogether, but that's part of the reason why in actual Christian teachings, they talk about the false prophets and people who actually use the word of God as a reason to convince other people of their own agendas, to profit off of it, which we see countless times. That's why the first people that are damned are those folks, because they've convinced or tricked enough people who probably have good intentions in mind of being convinced that this is the right way to go, and they're willing to put their lives down for what they think is God. In reality, it's Marjorie Taylor Greene's ass.